Bonjour, Madame Lynae. Comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
Thank you so much for joining me, Madame Lynae. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here today. I know you're calling from Salt Lake City, and so let's start off, by asking what made you interested in learning French, français?
So I'm going on a trip to Paris for a couple days. I'm going other places as well, but that's the one that I am honestly most excited about. And I thought about it, and I think for the first time in my life, I felt like I think I have room enough inside myself to be able to try and learn that. And I say that because we get so busy, and it's like that would be a big commitment. And I thought I'm just gonna go for it. I'll learn as much as I can and see what happens when I go. If I can do even a little bit, hopefully that will be really validating for me, at least among the French people. And hopefully I will feel good about myself having done that. So that was my goal.
Wonderful, Madame Lynae. And I know your trip is coming up. We are all so excited for you. You're gonna have the best time, and it's really gonna be a life-changing trip. So I'm so excited for you.
No, merci.
Wait, and Madame Lynae, what made you decide to join the Bonjour Brigitte program?
Um, so a couple things. One, I had tried some of the like one of the apps, and while I did learn some things, it was I needed I needed more person to person contact, frankly. I I think it's easier to learn with people.
Totally.
One thing I do know about learning is whenever you learn anything, we learn easily. All learning is recognition, pattern repetition, whether it be math or anything. And when we emotionally connect to things, then we learn. And I can emotionally connect better with a person than I can an app, honestly. And the other reason is when I saw your face and saw you talking, I knew just because I also am a teacher, that you were a good teacher, and I knew that by your approach, your positivity, and just the way you explained your course. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna find out more. It was just really easy to know that just from my experience. So
Madame Linet, c'est incroyable. It's so amazing, and I appreciate it so much. You are so kind, Madame Linet, and we love having you. You're so positive, and you have such a wonderful energy. Everyone loves working with you, really, truly. So
oh,
it's
I'm
so
so
nice to
glad.
have you. Wait, and so, Madame Linet, how have you enjoyed your time in the program?
It's been really great. I felt like when I got in the group, I didn't know anybody, it was like I did know everybody. And that sounds so silly and kind of cliche, but I think because we are all learning the same thing, whether some are a little more advanced or not, there was just this sense of complete acceptance of wherever anyone is at. And it was also validating to see different ages of people, especially people who are older than me. That was awesome. I was like, this is so great. This is quite a diversity of people, and it just felt very safe. And I love that.
That's amazing, Madame Linet. That is wonderful. And that's the thing that we have students, in their 80s. And it's never too late to learn French, as you can see. And
No,
it's for so many a lifelong dream. So it's really so nice to watch them, blossom.
yeah. And if I feel like it was just automatically easier to grab hold of things. Like certain things were just so much easier to learn just because it was so humanized, because there were humans there. So
That is wonderful, Madame Linet. And what's been your favorite part about the program so far?
um I think just everyone in the group is so kind. We're all learning. We're all at our own pace. Everyone's really helpful too, and I don't feel like anybody comes at it from mm, any kind of arrived place, like they know more than you. There's no like competition, like who's better. Everyone's just super kind, super supportive, super happy everyone's there, and really encouraging, helpful, because I get hard on myself. It's really easy to do, and when we get hard on ourselves, everyone's super like, "Oh no, you got it, you're good," and you're that way, and that makes a big difference because I think it's easy for all of us to be a little harder on ourselves.
Yes, totally, totally. And Madame Lynae, don't be hard on yourself because you're doing amazing.
Oh, merci. I'm trying. I'm working at it.
You're doing awesome. And then I guess Madame Lynae, do you think your French has improved since joining the program?
Oh, we. I find myself thinking certain words in French. I'm starting to think certain words immediately in French when it
Amazing.
because the French word seems to describe some of what I'm thinking or feeling in particular. It's always emotional for me, far better than the English word sometimes.
Wow.
So I'm like, no, that it describes where I'm at a little better. Um, which just seems kind of funny. And I'll find myself saying those words to different people, and then I'll tell them what it means. But I'm like, no, it's more this French word. But yeah, I think that's my favorite thing about it.
Would you recommend this program to others?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Simply because I feel like it's a very fun atmosphere. And I every time I'm able to be, especially, I will say, like, your lessons, you're a very good teacher because you can break it up into small pieces to where you can kind of go back and uh you're not going to get overwhelmed by it. I don't, not by your lessons, but then to be in the group on top of it,
Yeah,
even if I'm kind of like, oh, I'm tired and I got things to do, and I go, I always come out of it going, I'm really glad I went. Always. All these pieces
exactly.
are coming together a lot easier because I'm in a group of people and we're all in this in sync. So it just makes such a big difference. The app can't do that for you. It
No,
just can't.
thank you so much. Merci beaucoup.
Oh, merci beaucoup to you just for being such a good teacher.